Yes, we are.
What up? Welcome to Veve Bros. What week is it? 16?
Week 16.
Week 16.
Are we live? Are we live? Alright, we're live because it's not coming out.
Audio engineer over here.
Just want to make sure we're live.
See my bar. Yep.
And bro, this.
There it is. Cool.
You can hear us, right? Because we're live. Yeah, you good. You can hear us. We have the speakers a different setup this week. Hopefully it looks clear. My end is clear. We gotta wait for the whole recording. Corey's probably like, now we started.
Can you hear it good? Step out.
Alright, producer. Let's see if he hears us.
Hello.
Okay.
You hear it? Sounds far. I got the mics over there. We're right here. Louder.
No one's on yet anyways. You're barely going live after this recording already. Skip the first minute and a half.
Because you're watching this episode in the future, skip this.
Veve Mexico wanted to
We're
start at
still setting
8:28
up right now.
and then spend
Wait. These. Oh, there we go.
setting up. We good?
There we go.
You ready?
Welcome to the Booger Bros.
Check. There we go.
Got it? Good?
I mean, it's a different setup. We're gonna give up a little bit of the audio quality
Tripping.
in order to have a little more visual quality while we work some kinks out. Yeah, it sounds cool, right? It should sound alright.
Oh yeah, we got shit on last week, huh? You got blurry anyway. Now you're gonna steal your hero card.
I mean, our camera that we use is the laptop camera. We are getting the cam link and we'll be hooking up a DSLR soon. But for now, I wanted to run it with just the phone camera because it looks good. And then running the live right here. So we're right here live with you off of these mics. So we'll try to keep it clear, keep it good. But
All right,
welcome back.
There's quite a little bit of a lag on my side, but
Yeah, that's fine.
Let's get into it.
Look, dude,
It's okay.
Star Wars is upon us. I got the lightsaber right here. We got the videos from my collectibles with his lightsaber, and everything. Like, everyone's pumped. Everyone's going crazy. Different opinions. Some people are mad. Some people are sad. But most people are excited, and everyone's talking. And there's buzz in the market. There's buzz
over
in the community. There's buzz on Twitter. There's buzz on everything. You know what I
Gary
mean? So,
Vee and BitBoy Crypto are talking about Veve in the same week. That's for a reason.
And not just the lightsabers, they're gonna have the
Veve was
Obi-Wan.
trending. The topic of Veve was trending.
yeah, because the community's the loudest right now.
So let's go.
All these other communities are like, not hurting, but they're definitely going through the same thing that Veve is, losing users and losing like a little bit of momentum because of what's going on, losing faith and people flipping the script. But when you have a community that's strong like Veve and you have people like us who do all this and go through all this trouble and do our thing and leave our families and get yelled at by our wives and our girlfriends and all that for doing this for now 16 weeks in a row. In a row for you guys, and because we love this app, we believe in what we're collecting and we're rocking with it. So when you got a crazy community like that, you're gonna be doing things, and we're gonna be talking about that because this episode we're winging it because we're here to talk about one thing and one thing only.
Not that it's ever scripted, but we're going.
We
have topics.
We usually do outline, no outline a day. We're only going to be talking about Star Wars. We want to hear, people in the chat as you guys tune in and all the homies that we got. We're excited, man, and to me it's a big opportunity if this thing gets slept on or if people are turned off by the price and everything else. Let me just hear from you, Ben. You've been on Twitter, on Veve Twitter. Like, what's been the sentiment? What have you been seeing about this drop?
Mostly excitement, but there is the dudes like Cavell Anderson is one saying that he doesn't know if he's going for it. He's pretty sure he's not because it's 60 gems and it's a high mint.
A high mint count.
Yeah, there's a high mint count on that one. So
68,000.
but he's the main one I've seen like really with the negative sentiment. But other people were agreeing with him, just going off the past drops. But I mean, these are lightsabers and
Dude, knowing there's that many secret rares and the ultra rares, like that gives you more of a chance to hit them in the drop. I like that. I like the chances better.
What have you heard, Cisco? What's been catching your eye, or what have you been seeing on Twitter?
No, I wasn't. I didn't even like explore it like that because once we got the news and we said, it's going to be 1 of 4 and there's going to be more drops, right? I was like, all right.
So is that
are we
confirmed?
gonna get?
I mean, obviously, then we got
Yeah,
Kobe
that's
1
confirmed.
Well,
So
now
you
that's
think we'll
confirmed.
get 2 on Saturday, or will we get Saturday and Sunday? Because now we got Thursday, we got Friday. I think we'll get 2 on Saturday. They do the double announcement type thing, or
Well, what's the better angle? The holiday weekend.
I just think whatever day is the biggest day at that Star Wars celebration.
Well, for sure we
If
can
Saturday's
say,
the big day,
for sure
then
we're
they're gonna
getting
do
golden
Saturday.
moments. I think that's for sure, just because of the tweet, the GM, Landshark, and however the exact tweet was worded by David Yu. But the fact that he started with GM, even though he had good morning, it's golden moments. You know that's coming.
Right.
Everything else is came true about that tweet. It's too plain.
But also too, like,
there's
so-
gonna be a Star
You know, when I
Wars
saw that tweet
golden
too, I
moment.
thought too. I was like, GM, like good morning, golden moment, like.
It's a
I
golden
thought of
moment.
that same thing.
It's a golden moment.
I think on this
we're getting
one, too,
over the weekend.
For a lot of people who have been hanging around still and still like us pretty much and praising and being like, all right, what's coming? Something's coming. Here it is. Like a lot of people are taking a little victory lap on this because they were like, I know we're getting lightsabers. I can just feel it.
So
And
well,
then-
that was one of my
Vader is a
predictions.
golden
That
moment.
was one of
I'm
my
saying
predictions.
Vader is a golden moment. How much? 300?
$300.
300?
I say
What you guys think?
120 or 300. Because
Gonna be
look,
up
this
there.
one 60. How many editions are there? Remember you told me
I told you it was like 68,000 or
68,000
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's ridiculous. That was a high
at
number.
$60 a pop. Check this out. And we do the math on it. And I got my handy dandy calculator right here because I got my laptop right. 60 times 68,000.
I believe so. I
I'll tell you
sent
right now,
the
it's a
text.
whole
I'm
lot of
trying to
money.
find it. So I added it
$4
up.
million. So
Yeah, 66,800 after you take out the 0 through 40 on each, on each of the variants.
66,800 times $60. 4 million. Yeah. So go look up right now. You got your. I don't have the internet on this because I'm running Pro Tools right now to run the audio. Go to your web browser and look up Recur Marketplace. This is a little flex. This is a little just stuff that catches my eye and it's kind of crazy, right? But just put Recur Marketplace, and just click on it and just see what a Recur pass is going for and what its overall market cap is. And load.
135 floor.
135 floor for a Recur pass.
7.66 mil.
7.66 mil is what those passes as a market cap, meaning the floor on them, and you add that with the transactions, right? How much people bought at the top and blah blah blah. All that it's been spent on there is what, $7? About $8 million. Veve on one drop is gonna do half of what the entire marketplace, the entire market cap for the Recur passes have done. I'm just saying, that is like a flex on top of a flex. This is ridiculous.
What up, Corey? What up, Corey?
And if you follow, put in Cheeks charts from Twitter, he'll put how much Omi burn, how many gems are
What up,
getting
Corey?
bought, and all stuff like that. And you see the drops, that Veve killed it on. That they made $1 million plus, $1 million plus, $2
So they have their
million.
blunder in Doctor Strange, Agamotto.
But it's still sold out.
Yeah, eventually, yeah.
But it's how many editions were that? Let's do that one.
That
How
was
many?
a lot too.
How many editions? No, that was I think it was a $1 million. They made $1 million at least on that. But $70 a pop. How many editions was Eye of Agamotto? Who could tell us?
Sure.
Real quick. If you go to Marketplace, you should be able to see. But I'm gonna guess. I think we did the math on this one already. I forgot what it was.
Point
Anyway,
is they're making their money.
Veve's making their money in a bear market, and I get it. They got a price. People feel like they should price the things at the time of the market, but they need to price what the value of that collectible or that NFT is worth.
And well, let's bring up this.
You know what I mean? A fair value.
They're making their money, which was BitBoy's point, that for those big IPs, that it's perfect for them because they're gonna make their money. It's in there. You can't take them out right now. Like that was the only issue we had.
Around
He
20K.
said it was the best
20K.
NFT.
120.
No,
Platform.
20K edition.
And of course we all agree with it. We have the premium one. But one thing, I've came across other videos
1.4 million on
where
the,
that
model.
fool Logan Paul talked about fucking Veve and he Comey, and he talked about that he owns only, and it pumped. It was like he pumped it and then he sold his shit right away, because that's what he's known for doing on his podcast, is the pump and dump. He'll pump a small coin, people get on it, then he fucking dumps it. So I was like, so this shit's had the publicity before, but except people bought Omi, they didn't go for the Veve with that one.
Right.
It was early. It was too early in the NFTs, but
it's interesting that like during VCon, Veve got a lot of coverage, and then people were bringing up Veve, even on the BitBoy live stream, and then you have people who will hate on it, and then boom, Star Wars flex, like huge flex, and yeah, they're gonna make 4 million, and people are gonna say, oh, it didn't sell out in a millisecond. All right, it might not. But I'll tell you this much, if we have a chance to go for multiple, we're going to go for multiple. And at 68 or 60,000 editions, like, you got to believe, like,
you got more chances to get a
you're probably
secret
going to
rare.
get that pull from the community that's up there in that.
And from the event.
Yeah, well, what's interesting to me is this.
Veve
Veve is bringing it out on Thursday,
Yeah.
the days before the weekend celebration, you know? So here's a scenario I see, and this was what I was telling you guys about my collectibles. Again, I love the guy. He's to me one of the best Veve content creators. But watching his videos,
He hates him.
when he gets too excited and he starts talking about, you better go buy Star Wars, because when all these new Star Wars heads, the price is gonna go crazy. It's like, all right, that's cool. We're early adopters. You want to buy it, you want to load up on it, but don't FOMO in. Like, the whole point of having a strategy and of having, if you were gonna buy it, you should have bought it back when it was $40, and then when it took its dip before in the last week or so. To rush in now, to rush in now, it just doesn't make sense. Like, we want to be the people selling it to the fools who are FOMOing in, because conversely, as people bull rush in this weekend from Star Wars, there's gonna be people, like Ben was saying, that see all the other stuff and go and they load up and they don't know any better and they're buying on this pump right now. And then in a month or two later, these prices are down and they're all, what the hell is this? Why did I buy this CP30 at $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 because it did a pump on the weekend? And if you don't think it can happen, it damn well can. We can see CP30 and R2
are loading up for this
double up. Oh, they're gonna
people
load up
are
on
loading up based off the market, what people are putting the things up at.
But anyway, let me just finish that point though. Like, we can't get overexcited either and FOMO into it. We got to be smarter and really be like, look, you should have been loading up on these Star Wars comics, and now if you have, or even if you have a couple, like I told my brothers, and I'm not joking, if we see a significant pump this weekend, I'm listing all the Star Wars comics I have. I got 4 of them. I'll list all 4, and I'll sell them at, try to time the top and not time it, but we see a nasty pump, fuck, I'm in there. Sell it, because I know better. I know it'll come down to earth. I know there'll be a new shiny thing. And sure, it won't correct savagely, but slowly it'll come down like everything else as we deal with these bear markets. We can't just say, hey, this is one great drop, it's gonna fix everything. Like, nah, I don't. Things are happening for Veve, and it's great to see, but let's not forget, like, where we're at. Like, we're still down, dude, and there's way more reasons that we are gonna head a little lower, even lower, than we're gonna head up. And this one drop can't fix all that. But it is gonna be nice. And it is exciting.
Well, no, it's not even
the
drop.
party.
I expect the convention to pump it with the advertisements, with the QR codes showing it, because their setup looked pretty badass. The way they have everything going, they're showing that golden moment R2D2, which is gonna catch people's eye. There's no way you can ignore that.
I don't doubt that there's gonna be someone who right then and there
what the fuck is that?
downloads the app, goes on the app and goes, holy shit.
And the Dodger fans are like, that's the
one.
one Justin Turner posted. That's the one I seen.
There's still only 258 C3POs and R2D2s combined. Like, the total between them two is 258 on the market right now.
Right.
Like, it's
Not
not
many.
being this, exactly. Not
So
like
if
the
people
way-
do rush in, they buy those up, the floor rises. Other people now get enticed and go, ooh, I'm gonna sell now. People who are opportunists and maybe trying to time it and swing, hey, I'll sell now. They start unloading, and then other people FOMO in, and now they buy a new top, and then things settle down. And those other people who bought at that top don't understand why. They thought they were gonna pump to 5,000, 10,000. They're discouraged. They sell off, and they're like, "Man, fuck this," you know. And I know that that's like a thing that happens. So just be cautious of that as you're trying to make your move.
Also, though, the same thing they did with this drop that they did with the May the 4th drop is the common, and the two commons are the Yoda and the Skywalker, which have the most editions.
Yeah.
You know, and people are probably gonna want those the most, and then the next is the
Right.
rare. It's like, who really wants the? I mean, the secret rare is secret rare regardless, you know, and the ultra rares, but like the one that people are gonna desire the most are the ones that they're the most editions.
I don't
And
know.
maybe.
Oh no, no, no.
Maybe.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
I
yeah,
just mean,
Corey-
I don't think there's gonna be any like non sought out ones. Like all of them are bangers.
That's why
Do
I know,
not
so
get
even
twisted.
that don't
Every
come
one of
here.
them
Hold
is-
on, let me answer Corey. Yeah, I agree too. I don't want there to be a golden moment, but I think they're gonna do Vader golden moment, just based
Right.
off the tweet. Just based off the tweet.
And that statue that
Yeah.
that I don't think he'll be full. I think it'll be the statue, like the head of Vader type thing, but who knows?
Yeah.
I think they were saying in some AMA, like on the Twitter Spaces, that I think it was Reese or someone else was saying like recently, like that it's not going to be a mask because people are speculating, oh, it's going to be a mask, and they had covered some other stuff too, like that. That who makes these NFTs? Like, did Lucasfilm did? Like, yes, Lucasfilm has their own designers and their own team that made these specific NFTs. And it's not the same team as Marvel. Marvel has their own team because people are like, oh, is it gonna look like?
It's gonna look like Electra.
Yeah, Electra or Thor, like that's the whole sense of it, right? And so they're like, well, Marvel's team is committed to make them look like the old school first appearances from their 1960s
Some people think
comics.
Electra is beautiful.
And some people don't like that shit, you know. But yeah, that was another interesting thing. I think I saw like Dino Lang in his live stream mentioned that. So shouts out to him. I've been just watching little videos here and there too. Everyone is excited. We don't know what's gonna happen. Price predictions, blah. We just don't fucking know. I wouldn't be surprised if they went under retail. Or
Well,
right
you
off
know
the
what,
bat,
you know what,
people
look,
dump.
let's touch on
people
that.
dump the
Wait,
fucking
but
thing,
let's touch
but
on that. Hold on.
but you don't
What
see you're
is
telling
this?
people won't buy them
and,
up.
And
Like,
this is what happened for him during the Deadpool drop. He got a secret rare. He hit it off the back.
boom,
Hit a secret rare. And it got delivered right away.
right away,
Right away. And Deadpool
right,
was a
like
slow rollout.
in like
you hit
4
on Deadpool,
minutes,
you
5
know,
minutes. I got
You
that.
got like, if you hit multiples, you got one like right away, and then the rest just lagged it.
No, mine
So
took
what did
forever.
I
The
do?
rest just
What
lagged
did
it.
I do, my friends and fans out there? What do you think your boy did
He
when
talked
he
shit
got
to
his
me.
secret rare delivered immediately and knew from our months of it on this app what was gonna happen?
Well, look, due to the circumstances of people not receiving theirs, and the market opened up in 15 minutes. It was open 15 minutes after the drop.
Yeah.
Even though they took forever to give people their fucking collectibles. But he posted it up on the market for $275, and it sold right away.
To who?
$275.
A noob. I could just tell. It was a noob. I could just tell. Like they had like I could just. I don't know. I
But
just
and
knew it was a
that's
noob.
what I was gonna say this during the thing too. Like when we get talking about the
Porn
Star
noob.
Wars and the
Shouts out to that
news-
guy who bought
all these
my
news.
secret rare for $275 for it 2 days later to be worth $88. And right now it bounced up to like 100 something. I haven't checked.
so
But $88. Now I know the feeling because I have done the same thing.
He's so stupid.
So now for these people at the Star Wars convention who are coming in. And they see
So I'm
our
saying,
comics
look.
and they see the stuff and they go, oh my God, there's only
and they
12
got
listings
money.
or
There's a
25
lot of
listings.
Star Wars fans with a lot of money.
Dude, they're gonna be
A
such a
lot
hot
of
item
money.
when people are in their phone, and if you can like AR it and move it, like say a DeLorean, how you can move the to drivability, they do that, man, that'll be nuts, dude. Then the double with the secret rare, like that would be pretty dope. And I'm sure you'll be able to do that in the future, but if they have that feature
No, and
right away,
I do think they're gonna put utility with those lightsabers in the park, in the Star Wars land. I do believe you're gonna get utility off of that, especially because they have it separated with like the dark side, and then the Force, the Jedi on the other side, the Resistance. So it's like you gotta choose your shit out there, and I think the park will gain utility from them. That's my prediction with these lightsabers.
I can see that. I can see that. I
I
mean,
can.
they are going to be a hot item. So yeah, let's talk about that. To the people who don't know any better, yes, like they could pump and they could even hold for a few months. Look at Winnie the Pooh. Like that's a good example of one. It's a golden moment. It was listed at 60
No,
bucks.
the first Star Wars one is a good example of it, even because
The first golden moment?
No,
Star Wars?
Star Wars, the May the Fourth
The
drop,
comics,
the way
yeah,
it
those
went
were
to.
15 bucks, and even people uttered that word too. Oh, VV double the price of a normal comic. Why are they doing that? Well, because this is higher quality shit, and they know it. And then right off bat, they doubled. You didn't see one right off bat. It was 30 bucks. 30 bucks was just the floor. Everyone said, if I got it and you didn't, I'm charging you double for what I got. It's just a mentality, right? That's why I wouldn't be surprised if common lightsaber on Thursday, right after release, $119.99, $120. Then it'll battle from there, dip down, and then that's when they'll get bought up, and all of them will be 200, 300 bucks, and everyone's gonna be like, oh my God, I missed it. And watch it pump a little more, and then correct probably around back to where it was at 120. And then who knows? I don't know anything on that. But that's the big
risk,
trend, you know.
And that's the risk you take if you're not going for it. It's just like, all right, I do believe it's gonna go under.
Again, I have no idea.
You know, like, no, I'm saying like for anyone who's not gonna go for it, it's like that's the risk you run because if not, the next thing you can do is either A, FOMO in and try to snipe one, or you have to wait until it possibly goes back down. You know, like, but was it really?
People said that about the Star Wars comic.
That's what I'm saying.
There's too many editions. Oh, 15 bucks. I'll wait till it goes. I'll buy it at 7 bucks. I'll buy it at 10. People uttered that. They said that shit. Now they have to eat it, right? And they didn't go for it. And it's like, and how fast did those sell out?
Those sell out
super fast.
One.
I got 2, and then my sister got one on her phone that I paid her to do. So you know your boy runs the family bot farm. You know, just they're not a bot. They're human farms. Old school workers. Family workers. Anyway, you do run that risk. To say 60 bucks, I think you're undercutting it. I get it. You want the market. You want their prices to reflect the market, but BB don't give a fuck. They're just like, yo, you buy brand new Jordans are 200 bucks. Like, it don't matter if you're going through inflation. It don't matter if you can't pay your rent. The new J's are 200 and fools buy them and flip them for 800. That's just how if you don't want it, don't get the new J's. Go buy the old shit. Go get some other stuff. Go get some Filas. Go get some Adidas. But when you want those, that's what you're going to get, you know?
Corey said Veve has an incredible profit margin with their products and everything sells out within seconds. And is there any other company in history that sells out this fast when they put an item on the shelf? That is true.
Right now,
like Jordan.
Right now,
I
just
was like Jordan.
Baby formula. Baby formula
like
is selling out pretty fast right now.
They're up there, dude. Like, just this month.
Dude,
like,
Veve is killing it despite all the FUD, despite everything. And then imagine, look, we're gonna have this pump from the convention.
What around it?
And a little bit after, we're gonna have another pump from the Jurassic Park NFTs, the ones that are given out with that movie. Even then, you got another little pump from that ANC.
Yeah, man. And again, we're in this bear market. Things are getting crushed right now. Like, you know, people are losing money left and right, and we're a part of this company. You know, of this company. That's why when Veve wins, I don't know why people get so salty. It's like if I was buying again like Jordans or Nikes, right? Like things people want. And then I was invested in the company itself, like buying Nike stock. I would want my Nike shoes to sell out every time, even the ones I'm not into. Like, hey, I want these, you know, I want Air Max, but you know, cleats sell out, fuck yeah. Like, I'm invested in your company.
Yeah.
That should make me happy and make me excited. But there's this notion of like a rug pull that anything involved with
rug burn. People feeling like they're getting burned.
They're getting burned. True.
Yeah, that's what it comes down to.
But that's the comfort that people can get by saying we're in a stone garden. We can't leave our we can't take our NFTs off the platform. Like all the stuff people talk smack about is also the reason why, hey, big companies want to mess with this. Hey, we're not a rug pull. How can we pull the rug? The rug's stuck to the floor. We can't even move our shit off.
Yeah.
Like we created this with Lucasfilms and we can't even move it off. We can't go and sell this to someone. I can't, even if Gary Vee wanted it right now. David, you can't be like, yeah, fool, I'll give it to you. Give me a Ford 8. Like, no. He's like, yeah, like you gotta get on the app. Yeah, you can't. Like, they're at that limit too. So it's an even playing field all along with a lot of these crypto projects. They launch them, and then the holder of the project or the fools who created it own most of that shit. And that's why that rug pull is always in the back of people's mind because at any time someone just hit sell and sell 50% of the supply and crash the whole thing. So, man, I don't know, man. This is just more proof. Veve got them bombs. It's been a minute. It hasn't, like, they've given us what we wanted, but man, this one feels
That's what
good.
we always say.
This one feels good.
And I want to make one point. I want to stress it this episode too. Swim with the whales right now. If you notice, if you got a little bit extra that you're like, you don't have it, but you see these opportunities. He don't believe it's. I don't either. But the whales seem to be buying
it's the
up
ass,
floors.
it's on the
People
ass.
are buying up
Yeah,
floors.
we're-
You're still seeing
This
floors.
feels like the bottom.
You still see
I don't know
floors
if it
getting
is, but-
swept.
Right.
You see people go about 20 gems under, 30 gems under because they wanted to sell. To get bought up. It's like, if you're watching certain items, like, fuck, people are setting and then they're just getting bought.
Right.
And
That's why you can't trust listings. People are like, look at the listings are low. We used to believe in that, but now it's like listings don't matter because when people want to sell, there'll be 12 new listings tomorrow. Fools that want to undercut.
Yeah, if they really want to sell, it'll sell.
No, because
right
that's
away.
what happened too. The other day, before lightsabers got announced, I saw like a certain floor, and I thought that was pretty cheap, even for like the dog pool. It's like $49 or $50, and then they make the announcement, and there's 12 new listings all under that, and even some of them are just do 10 cents a quarter, like they're barely undercutting each other because they don't want to let that one go, and you can tell. But I'm just like, I'm about to buy, like, you ain't desperate enough, motherfucker. You ain't not desperate. When that Vader gets announced, people's brains are gonna explode.
And that's why, look, so
I don't think it's gonna be
so
Golden
going forward,
Moment,
do
though.
you think they're gonna have one of these next two? Because we know it's the Obi-Wan comic, but the next two, the other two that they're sleepers right now, do you think they will top the lightsaber drop? Because if you do, that might dictate how many you go for. If you go for any in the aftermarket, what you're gonna do with it, just based off that. Because if you feel something's gonna top it, then these might go on the retail. If they're gonna drop a Vader and people want Vader, they're gonna sell these. They're gonna sell it. It's the new hot item. They're gonna sell it. It'll go up for sale. Everyone knows that new collectibles get.
I disagree. I disagree.
Yeah,
I
I
think
don't-
people will look at Star Wars and be like, I'd rather have a Vader, I'd rather have a lightsaber, I'd rather have a comic, and invest like heavily than have a random ultra rare
I think
of
that's
some
wishful
other
thinking.
thing.
Yeah, you'll sell
No,
the
no,
shit out of lost
no,
just to get
I
the
think
There's
people
so
are-
many commons. There's so
There's a
many
sentiment.
of them.
There's
No,
a
but I'm talking
sentiment in
about,
the
like,
market and
commons,
in the app. And tell me if you agree out there. People feel like
No, but
Veve
wait.
is becoming the
We just
Disney
said
and
there's
Star Wars
so many
app.
commons. We
pretty
just
much-
said though. We just said there's so many commons. And for them to cost 60 gems, if you're saying you believe a Darth Vader's golden moment will be 300, you're telling me they wouldn't sell theirs with so many. I think they go those commons go up for sale for sure.
Well,
Yoda
what-
and Luke Skywalker's
Well, you miss-
immediately.
well, you're
But why
missing though
would
with
you
the-
sell a Star Wars item to get a Star Wars item when you have other
'Cause you
items
like one
you
more
can
than
sell?
the
No,
other.
I don't think so.
What if
That's
you
not
don't?
true
What
because
if you don't?
Because look at the golden moments and look at the
No.
comics. People are buying
We
more
shall
of the
revisit
comics of
this.
Star Wars to load up now and moving away from other stuff that they've had.
Yeah, but
That's why
we'll
someone right
revisit
now
this.
is listing. You threw it in my face earlier, right? Like, where's Wonder Woman at right now?
So that 165.
165. Again, for our audience out there who don't know, it's a recurring. I bought Wonder Woman for $1,000.
Boom.
1000. 1,000 US clams. I paid a lot of that salava for old Wonder Woman, who's now sitting at a how much?
165.
See, I don't even look. I don't care. I'm not gonna sell her. I'm too
I
hard-headed.
always look.
I'll only sell her in
I
profit. But
always
165. Yes, that hurts. But there's some fools who are selling right now at 165, taking that loss, who are in the same boat as I am. Bought her at 1,000, 900, 800,
That's pure
1,200,
speculation, 'cause she was a
1,700, everything else. No, there's other people
She's a
who loaded
common.
up and bought her on the bottom or bought her on the way up. Cool. There's a lot of different scenarios. My point is, no matter where you bought her, there's very few people who are in profit at 137. Trust me on that. Trust me on that. You're probably selling at a loss right now, and you're willing to lose on that, no matter the amount. Maybe it isn't 1,000 like me, but even if you just bought her last week at 250, and now you're selling her at 137, and people have done that. You did that with MC number one. You took a $20, $30 loss. It's better than, and you moved it somewhere else, something you wanted a little bit more. And I believe people are doing that right now in order to load up on Star Wars. A piece of it is hype, but a piece of it is like, hey, if we're gonna get this, if we're gonna really be getting this, then yeah, maybe I'd rather hold a lightsaber than a Maricorn, a Maricorn or whatever they're called. Like maybe I'd rather hold one of those than say a USPS stamp. And so that's why you just see people just dump because they're willing to move that and maybe not willing to pay fresh money. Let me ask you guys out there: are you guys putting in fresh money for this drop, or are you guys selling in order to loosen up some gems for this drop? I'll ask you guys too. What you doing, Ben? Where's your mind at? You said you listed a bunch of stuff and then
I did, but I took it off right away.
So why'd you do that?
Because I'd rather keep my positions. Believe in them.
Were you down on those items?
No, not really. Since I bought them on the dip, they weren't really down. It hasn't dipped much.
But when I say down, like I mean by this, after taxes, will you be in profit or will you be?
Oh yeah, no, it would have been a loss. It would have been a loss.
Okay, then that's
A
down.
small loss.
That's down. See, I mean, we all define down differently, right?
Well, not down from a G. You know.
Oh, again, down is down, motherfucker. I don't care. I still.
I do.
When she hit 900, I could
gems.
have sold her at 900 and done that, and done, maybe I should have. But honestly, with her, particularly with Wonder Woman, I was just like, I'll grab it, put it away, and forget it. I'm not tripping. Like, and I think we should have certain items you do that for, and then other ones are just like, nah. But that one, and like I said, I didn't buy it at 1,000 and see it go to 800, 200. No, it went to 1,700. I bought it about halfway up on that crazy ride that it did.
But
I didn't sell it because I said that I would have sold it for at least 5 to 10 grand because that's what I believe we will get back to. Or maybe that was like super hopia. Maybe we never get back to that level. But I sure as hell know she ain't worth no 137.
I think so.
And I think I'll get my G back and probably double. So we'll see. We will see. But yeah, did I learn a lesson from that? Sure.
I'm putting in 60 fresh, new, shiny gems into the app.
There you go.
If I
There
had
you
something
go.
that I could possibly
Spend new money.
then new money wins in this scenario because we jumped in at the point where everything seemed it's gonna blast off and never come back, and we were buying shit that most of my shit's at a loss, and I still see the potential and I still believe in it, but I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna be that fool who let me just get these 10 gems in real quick even though I spent 50. Like, no, I'm not gonna do that one.
The only things I'm probably not at a loss are at this point, because even when I got into the app, I got some of this stuff right before it blasted off. Like we talked about, like Steve Rogers' Mighty Marvel, I bought it for like $47 and I saw it run up to $250. Of course, I didn't sell. I thought that shit was gonna go up even more, but at this point, it's even lower than when I got in back in like December during the 12 days of EV gem squeeze. I'm down pretty significantly unless it was something I hit on a drop or one of these rare, say like a Pooh Golden Moments and stuff that I was able to kind of swing.
But even on that, if you don't have an exact an attack point,
you have to have a strategy.
If you don't have an exact attack point, saying like, oh, I'll just get it when it dips later. It's like, yeah, you also have to have gems at that point when it dips lower to where it's at. So it's like if you're taking those gems and using another shit anyways, eventually it's either new gems or you're selling at a loss to make up those gems. Like it's one or the other. You're not gonna be able to.
Or you can
time.
Hit, say like a secret rare, like
exactly. Yeah,
and it was good timing, like. I got that. I ended up buying the secret rare Deadpool duck afterwards for 120.
Mm-hmm.
It still dipped a few days later, but I was just like, I wanted it to be a clean flip. Like we always talk about. I should have sold at 300.
You wanted
and bought back in at 120.
Shit with us on the
it was perfect, dude. It was beautiful.
You're welcome.
I sold a 3-digit for 275.
Write down some notes.
I sold a 3-digit for 275. Bought it back in at 120. Another 3-digit, even lower than the mint I sold. And then took that 150 profit
went
and
to
I'm
his
use
room
it
and
for
masturbated
lightsabers, baby, free gems. Thank you, the dude who bought my thing for 75. You're the best. 275.
Not even just that.
275.
Not only did you buy it from him, he was using the web browser one, so he's got your name and he knows exactly who you were.
You can see it on your phone.
I've never seen it like that one.
Yeah, you can. You go to your gems transaction.
Oh, right.
Gem transaction, they'll tell you who bought your item.
Well, I guess
no, if you buy something from
it,
someone,
yeah.
go follow them. You know what I mean? And if they buy something from you, you can go check the gem transactions.
It's
Just
I
follow
didn't know
them.
It's
It's a cool way.
etiquette. It's
Yeah.
proper review
Shit.
etiquette.
No,
It's like,
I didn't
it's like
know.
you had a one night
Yeah,
stand
a
with someone.
transaction.
It's like,
Yeah, then you
transactions like.
Then you can screenshot it and then send it to your buddies and be like, this
It's
fucking
like your
guy.
VV Eskimo bros.
I said, thank God for this guy, dude. I
Oh,
needed
hey,
some
fuck right,
gems.
this
I
app.
needed some gems, dude.
Maybe he just really liked that number.
Jones,
Maybe
Jones.
he's like, I don't give a shit. You could have priced it for more, idiot.
I think he was a noob.
You know,
I
but
would've
last,
paid
the last
500.
drop, he only had like
He only had like 4 collectibles, you know, like
That was his favorite number. He was
That's what
like,
I say. The last drop's probably on Tuesday, the
Why?
31st, the end of the month,
Why is that?
because they're gonna end the month with a drop.
with
Start
what?
of the
Star Wars, you
month,
saying?
you're
or the
gonna-
You know what?
last
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
talk shit of that.
Yeah.
Maybe it will, Ben.
Yeah,
If you think it's the 31st, great for you. I think
do.
we're getting 2 drops Saturday during the convention because that's the whole marketing scheme. And it's a genius
Maybe.
marketing scheme.
Maybe.
And hey, Vivi's pretty clever. Give
Every
him
holiday,
some props, man.
I'm looking
That
at-
is fucking clever.
What if
You're
they
gonna
want
go
to
and
give
do
the
a
new
drop.
booties a chance at a drop?
How many people are going to that
What if
convention?
they
Do you
wanna
know?
give them a
It's like
chance
2
at a drop?
million.
No, it's not. You're fucking stupid.
Well, that's the fucking questions
it's
I
like,
gotta look
it's
up.
like 60,000 people. Look it up. Star Wars convention.
We need a producer. On
60,000
things. Look it up.
60,000 people are going to go to that convention. Let's just say 10% of them, 6,000 new people into the
gonna go to
the
that
marketplace.
convention.
Right now, with who's been going for drops and we've been able to get multiple, I think on some drops there's only 10,000 active people. You know what I mean? Like 20, 30, maybe 100,000. You know, we were able to hit multiple, even the Deadpool. You know, Deadpool. How many did y'all hit of the Deadpool?
4. But I got the capture screen 3 times out of that 4. That shit was annoying.
Oh no, yeah, I
He
hit
hates
4.
you.
I hit 4.
Dude, I didn't know what the fuck was happening. It pissed me off.
I only got on the 4th one. They hit me with the capture shit, and I didn't know what a boat looked like. I was like, is that a fucking boat or not?
I picked
She
up
said
4 and I
crap.
got one on my lady's phone too. And she got 1. But they did sell out kind of not quick, but you're able to get 4. I tried to go for 5, they're already gone.
Well, actually, I got 3 initially.
So, I mean,
I
it's
got
still
one
a
at
matter of
804.
seconds because those 4 seconds are like,
804, but the buy now button came back.
buy
my
now,
shit went to
as
sold
soon as
out,
it says processing,
and
out.
804
buy
it
now,
came back
as soon as
at-
you get
it
processing,
came back buy now.
what is that, like 6 to 7 seconds? 6 to 7 seconds. That's a true sellout as opposed to bots.
And I don't know
Those
if
are
we said
those
this on
seconds.
air, but I tried that shit during. That's probably why they kept capturing me. But don't exit out until it takes your gems. He said you didn't have to wait for it. You do, because then after that it didn't go through, and I had to go again. I would have hit 4 on the drop.
No, once it says processing,
So you only got
it's
3
all
on the
out.
drop?
He said you don't need to wait for it to take your gems. Like just as soon as you press buy now, just exit out.
He just wanted to
No,
know
it
shit
has to
did
say
not
processing
work.
order.
Yeah, when it says processing, the
no, it
gems
says
are gone.
retrieving or whatever it tries. It does that, and then it says
Yeah.
processing.
Don't do that.
When it does
Just wait for the
processing
gems
before
to
it
be
takes the
gone.
gems, the gems another second or 2. As soon as it's processing, exit that bitch out. Then hit. That's what worked for me. I got 4.
New
I got 4 on the
strategy. When
drop.
there's 5 seconds
I
left,
think
turn
you're
off
one
your
caption.
phone and turn your phone back on.
Capture, whatever it's called.
Not financial
Yeah,
advice,
fuck
not
that capture
strategic
shit.
advice.
I almost forgot about Deadpool. Like that's how crazy Star Wars is, bro. Like this is what happened on the 4th. Everyone got hyped. Sure, there was some negativity, but no one even gave a fuck. And then when things pumped after, the uncommon pumped to $99. If you remember, it just
Should've
couldn't
sold.
get over 100. And then even the uncommon got up to I think 75 or $80. I mean, the common went up to like 75, $80. I think even more, dude, like $83 for the Star Wars comic. So something went from $15, pretty high edition too, 44,000 comics,
Mhm.
right? Went from $15 to 95 for the uncommon, even with all those editions. And then from the comic to 75. So that's 70, or 30, 45, 60. So pretty 4x.
Man,
4x in a matter of,
it's hard.
3 days. So I don't know. You can't sleep on these lightsabers. I don't care how much they're worth. Like 60 is right in that line. We're like, nah, people are down for 60. And I know we get
Well,
a couple.
the sour taste that everyone has and why they're bitching about it is because 70 for the Eye of Agamotto, right?
Yeah, like,
but
how
but
does Eye of
no,
Agamotto
but
worth
either
70?
way, the one that you wanted was the secret rare. In this case, you're gonna be happy as fuck that you got the common. You know, like they set it up that way.
Right. This
Whereas
but
like, you don't have to
even-
pick what you're going for.
even in like
It's-
fandom
I think
and
this
nerdom.
drop, you're happy with
No,
whatever
dude,
variant
any
you
secret
get.
rare, any
You're
ultra,
happy with
you're not-
any
No,
Yeah,
variant
right.
you
this is
get.
one where like
It's
I
heat.
want the
Yeah,
common.
it's
I
just
want
heat.
either common. I don't even
Yeah.
care. And in the rare, oh my god, ultra rare, secret rare. That's what I'm saying. I have to even for myself. Like, we'll see. It's gonna be even hard to flip because even with the comics, I didn't flip them at 99, and I was like, at least sell one.
Well.
Just sell one of the uncommon, right, at 99, because I knew for a fact it would correct to like 50%. I was like, for sure this will go back down like 50, 52.
Yeah,
bucks.
so Corey answered. He said he for the lightsabers he sold a Star Wars comic and put in fresh money. but he's gonna buy back the comic because it's already lower than where he sold it.
Nice.
Yeah, man. Sometimes you gotta do that. I like. Yeah, man. Sometimes you gotta do that. I let go of that Star Wars comic for the Strange one, and even when Strange was like at $28, I was like, I should sell a couple more of these Stranges. I sold one, but I was like, because I was sitting on six of them, like sell a couple of them for that Obi-Wan, but it was kind of hard to let go because it's a great comic, It's like,
Yeah.
so same thing with these lightsabers. If you do hit a secret rare, you could post it and sell right away or try to flip. Shit, you're turning $60 into. I think the secret rare probably be 500 to a G off the bat. I mean, maybe I'm tripping, but I can't see it under $400. Like, no way, no way. It's not gonna be like Thor secret rare level. Like, nah.
No, I think
These
we're gonna
things
see
are
some
gonna
people
go.
putting it for like 120 on some dumb shit. Like,
Yeah,
I'll
you
just
think
double
so?
up. I'll double
If
up
they
on
do,
it.
that's why I'm like, I might want to have at least a couple $100 market. Like, go for three. Hopefully, hit three. Be satisfied with three. Like 180 there. Then maybe have like 120, 150, maybe $200 just hanging around just in case some fools are just like.
So why do you
199.
think it's a noon drop? Why do you think it's a noon drop?
Because we got the comic at 8 a.m.
So why the same day?
I don't know. Maybe because
Yeah,
Samuel L.
yeah,
Jackson
yeah.
is going to return.
It's
his
Samuel
first
L.
role.
Jackson Day, that's why. Mace Windu's lightsaber, and then you get.
So maybe Samuel is going to be Mace
Yeah,
Windu
he's
in
gonna
the
come
new,
out. I heard he's
in the
gonna
new
drop
thing.
a promo. Download Veve, motherfucker. And he's gonna say that shit, and it's gonna be dope. He's gonna have his Jerry
And then
Curl like in Pulp Fiction.
We'll get mass adoption from that.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. I don't know if prices will be that. It's hard to predict. It's impossible.
Nick Fury,
It's impossible.
first appearance, and Mace Windu.
Any price predictions out there? What do you guys
no
think?
coincidence.
Are we going to
Veve
retail?
knows what they did.
You really think we're going to retail? You really think people are gonna treat this like a comic? Like you're gonna get common and be like, oh fuck this, $30. That shit is not. When it's animated and it's a goddamn lightsaber, like it's literally.
That is a first, too.
You know how much I played with this fucking thing? Like I played with it more than my son, dude. I love this thing. It used to just light up, to make all the sounds. This shit was so awesome. Like to think people are gonna just like, I don't know, not care. Oh, I got a common. I got Yoda's lightsaber. Like, dude, that's instantly recognizable. You don't have to explain anything to anyone on Earth if you were to show them that.
Some people hate Yoda, dude.
You know what I mean, though? A lightsaber. Anyway, it's just people are tripping. People just don't know. The negativity is like sometimes it just drives me crazy.
I think they dropped it that way because they didn't want to hear people bitch about why are they doing this Obi-Wan comic bullshit without dropping lightsabers first. I think that's why they're doing it that way because they're like, look, the Obi-Wan's dropping on the 27th or 28th, no matter what,
but that's the day of the Disney Plus series.
I know, that's
Yeah,
what I'm
of
saying.
course.
So they're saying like,
But
all
everyone
right,
wanted
so
something
this is
better,
gonna drop
like
that
a
day for sure.
collectible.
So it's like, all right, and then we'll do the lightsabers on the weekends. Like, nah, we already know how this is gonna turn out.
Right,
Everyone's gonna
right.
shit on it, be all pissed.
So that's the gift. Here
Yeah.
we go. Get these lightsabers. Load up if you can. We do get some kind of crazy pump this weekend because there's all these people in the convention, all these Star Wars freaks, and Veve does have the easiest onboarding in all of crypto and all of the game. There is no other digital collectible, NFT or whatever you want to call it, that has an onboarding as easy as Veve. It is a killer. Like you could download it and buy something in 5 minutes.
And one
Your
thing too,
apples are
Right, Ronnie.
One,
Saying is this, he's looking out for the community. Like Vivi's looking out for the community because
Yeah,
it's a
dude.
desirable item. So they're making so many additions so
Yep.
people cannot be like,
which is
"Why
what
did
they've
you
always
get one,
done.
damn
Which is
it?
what they've
Why
always
did I get
done.
one?"
If you look at the Grail comics,
I mean,
you look at the editions, they're double.
Look at Spider-Man.
Yeah, like
The
just
collectible, the first NFT. How many editions of that Spider-Man were there? That was a
What was
common
it?
with 32,000 editions. The common, and it still is at $200 right now, $300. A fights in that range, and that thing was over, $1,500 at one point, with so
Amazing
many
Spider-Man?
editions. The
Yeah,
Spider-Man,
yeah,
the first NFT,
oh, you're saying the collectible.
the collectible, the
Yeah, yeah.
common has
first
like
appearance, FA.
ridiculous amount of mints, dude. It's pretty crazy.
But
And it's still pumped like crazy.
what I'm trying to say is though, if you are gonna buy in the aftermarket, just go peep of how many editions are delivered. Don't buy in right away unless you see a good snipe. Like obviously, if it's close to the retail price and you're looking at the commons and it's around there, obviously go for it. But you gotta wait for the editions to be delivered out, and you can see it if you go to the drop page. It'll tell you how many. Because if you're buying right away, like a guy who spent $275, you're gonna get burned because whoever gets their collectible first, they set the market. So if the market opens up right away again, and you're able, some dude has the secret rare and he puts 800, and some dude's like, I didn't get it, and they want it, and they're fucking going for it, then it might drop. Who knows what happens? But
you might get a chance to get it for
don't
cheaper.
want to jump. Yeah,
on
no,
this
you'll
one,
know
I think
though.
you
At
might,
that point,
you
you'll know.
might be okay, because like say if you listed, like say the last Star Wars comic, right? And you listed and you came out, you bought it right away at $30. Then other fools undercut 30, 27, 25, but then after that, even after they all getting bought up. So you might get lucky on one like this where you have like a little.
It's gonna be tough to snipe.
But you do run the risk of maybe
No,
having
but what I'm
opportunity
saying though,
cheaper.
yeah, but you
So
still
just be
don't
careful.
know. Yeah,
Be careful.
It could go both ways, but also too, don't get burned like
Look,
that.
Corey answered
if you
your
see
question
something
too. He
ridiculous
said
though,
that my collectible said 65,000 anticipated to go to the convention and a possible 60,000 on live streams during the convention, with the potential of Veve being interviewed during the live stream.
Right, and then people walking around with them be like, what are you doing? What are you
Yeah.
using? Oh, it's these lightsabers. How do I get that? I'm here. FOMO will kick in right there.
it's the perfect drop before the convention.
Yeah, dude, it really is genius. It's genius,
with
bro.
that many editions,
Give
like,
Veve their props.
Let me show
This
you
is
my
smart.
shiny toy. Look,
And it has sound effects. Oh man,
And the way Kylo Ren was like,
I cannot wait to get this thing,
fucking
dude.
sick.
And why
I was so excited to
think
get the
about this,
comic,
too.
and I'm so excited
Think
to
about
get
this.
this.
Why? And there's only gonna be the morning drop, the Obi-Wan, and then it's gonna be another day, because why would they do a drop during the convention when people might not have good signal or might not feel like they're gonna get the opportunity to
Well,
get
no, well they
you know,
do
like,
they've been able to do airdrops based off location, I believe. Because
Right, but-
there's other ones that say
Well,
that
they did it
there's
at
those
Decon, no?
exclusive
Yeah,
that
airdrop.
they've done them.
Yeah, but I'm saying,
nah,
like,
but-
but to have it a competitive droppers that you want
So,
to go
but
for
they
this,
have
like,
the,
no.
I mean, like they have the technology.
And it
to
also,
do
like you
so.
said, like it is a reward to the people who
You
already
had like
are
so
on
much
Veve.
coverage there, dude, of free publicity, right? And then if like these
I feel
collectibles
like
or this
going, I feel
item,
like I'm gonna miss out on some type of drop or something.
like it's just gonna be.
feel like, dude,
It's gonna be little Vivi's moment to shine, dude, and that's what's dope about it. And the people who watch, and for us
Dude,
who are involved
imagine
in the
you go
community,
and you put your Star Wars comic in VR and people are like, what? And you're like, look, you make the page all big.
And then imagine it's like one of those hot ass
fucking-
chicks in cosplay, and they're like, "What? Let me see." And there's just a big old titties right in your face. Be crazy.
I mean, even if she's not even that hot, I'll still enjoy it.
Cisco,
She could be a little Jabba the Hutt,
Yeah.
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 She could be a. I still like that shit. It's exciting.
No,
we're
you know
part of the
what?
community,
Yeah,
and there'll be new
and
people
to
who come
Corey
in.
and Ronnie
So be
as
nice
well.
to people, dude. Be
Look,
nice to people.
For me, getting on Twitter, I do see the interaction is there. David, you retweets a lot of people's stuff, and they come up with dope shit. He's known for it. Like, if you do something dope in your showroom and make a little video, add some music, he'll retweet it, and he like responds to people. It's dope. I think the community is dope right now. The way that it is, like the OGs, even though some get mad and they fall into the FUD because it's
Right.
been a long ride for them. But dude, I think overall in the long term, these dudes are so heavily involved. They're right there. They're transparent. I think this shit's gonna be dope in the future. We're lucky. I think we're lucky right now.
Well, this
And
shows
have
it,
people
dude. This shows
passionate
it.
about the
Because-
project. Like,
Because again, like,
this ain't some stupid NFT project where there's just random pictures of a fucking whatever the fuck people come up with now.
Yeah.
There's so many
Nah, man,
bogus
like,
ass projects.
look
for
back to
NFTs, and
January
it's
when
just like,
everyone was talking about this. Like,
I
we're
feel
buying
safe here.
we're buying something, putting our money into something that I know like people might think is kind of funny or kind of even weird. Like, you're spending this out money, you get so worked up, you do all this, but it's also like people fail to see it sometimes, and obviously we're in it, so it's easy to get lost. But dude, these things are finite. You can't just make these anywhere. You can't just duplicate these things.
They're
These things are
premium.
written on the blockchain saying, hey, this person owns this, and this is the time it was created, and that makes it special. This item I got here, wear and tear, you know, it lasted me pretty long. It was $40 at Disneyland. Doesn't turn on anymore. This thing was fucking awesome. I'm gonna go back to Galaxy's Edge and get me another one. But
Just
this,
take it in with you when you go in.
no,
there
I
and
think
say-
they'll repair it or
No,
something.
they'll give you a new one. Just be like, oh, I just bought this and I broke it right now.
But
Like, it'll be like, sir, it's wear and tear. Be like, my son was rubbing it all over the floor. Just got messed up really fast.
I'll buy another one. But look,
Where's your
my
receipt,
point
sir?
is, these things were in
I lost my
tag.
receipt. Don't
and
ruin my
there's-
Disney experience.
There's nothing special in the sense of when this thing was created or what type of like place this manufactured item has. And these digital collectibles do, you know, from the point they're minted and mint numbers being special,
those mint
to-
numbers. That's the shit. That's
to
the
just
part about it.
there never being another one. There will never be another Yoda, you know, first edition lightsaber, even 20 years from now. Even if they make 1,000 of them, even if video games make it, even if Star Wars and Lucasfilms and Disney creates their own studios and makes their own NFTs and releases them independently, and Veve becomes obsolete in the sense of releasing it for these companies. Maybe it's just the host of the marketplace or
whoever
the
lands
or
the
the
mint.
utility.
What's the mint number? 1977.
1977.
1977. Whoever lands that
Great.
mint, they're there. You're rich. There you go again. It's probably gonna be a secret rare again. It's probably gonna be a secret rare.
Nah, but
they
it-
did it with the comic. They'll probably do it.
But if it's a
just
common though,
like-
it'll be sick.
oh yeah, that would be cool.
Your phone? I don't know what's that.
You have it.
I have it right here.
Fucking asshole.
Fucking relax and sit down. Like you didn't give me one?
No, bitch, I didn't get you.
Hey, I don't bring
Relax, sit down. I'm
Yeah.
using it to freaking look up Veve.
So anyway, let's talk about a little
Fact
bit of
check.
this week in Veve. Like what else? What other drops do we have? I can't even remember. My
Nick
brain is
Fury.
so. No, I'm saying.
FA.
Well, we got that one coming up. Are you guys gonna be stacking that Nick Fury FA? I know I am. I'm gonna at least go for 4 drops.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for 4.
I'll go for as many as I can.
I think we
As
got
far
4
as
or 5.
and the money that the
I think
real
that
and
one
the
might
physical
get
sells for.
destroyed in the aftermarket, to be honest. I would not be surprised if people heavily sleep on that one to open up and it's $7, $8, $10, as people are just trying to get rid of it to load up for,
But it's hard
for
to
the
stack right
lightsaber.
now. Like if you're saving up for the Star Wars drop.
Yeah. But that one will have its place. That's a huge comic. If you look up on Go
Yeah.
Collect, the 9.6 that was for like 77 G's, I think.
What's
like
in
the last one?
Water.
Yeah, man. In the red cups, oh, you know, it's just our secret talk juice. It's our Veve potion.
Agua.
It's
Agua
NFT
fresca.
beer. It's not real beer.
It's digital beer.
Just
Premium digital beer. Why didn't you bring the plaque, dude? The Veve Bros plaque. You want to share it? And
I don't got it
You
yet.
can't? Oh, your homie just sent you a picture or what?
Yeah.
Wait, do you guys see the Vader in the back? Right
We
here?
got the Vader in the
This
back
guy
right here.
It ain't gonna be no golden moment Vader.
Will we
It
see
better not
this?
be no golden moment Vader.
Golden-
I think we're getting a golden moments for sure. Just if it's Vader, I don't know, but
It
for
might not
sure
even be,
we're
it might not
getting
even be
golden
Star
moments.
Wars. It'll just be a golden
No,
moment.
it has
No,
to
it's
be
gonna be
Vader,
Star
dude.
Wars.
No,
dude,
it
but
doesn't.
I don't know. if
David,
it's
you
gonna
had it in his room. He's delivered almost everything that was in that room,
But it
right?
doesn't have to be golden moment Vader.
Well, that tweet, because that tweet, I speculate that it could be
GM.
wrong. It could be good morning.
What do you guys
but
think
I
out
doubt
there?
it, man. There's no point. There's no
Wait,
reason
well, the
to
point
do
too is also all the golden moments. They had 2 together, right? So then what's the other one?
Maybe that little BB-8 looking evil
Oh,
droid.
Vader.
No,
that?
whoa, but wait up.
Yeah.
There's another level. So Walt Disney and Mick, the partners statue, did not have another. That was
No,
a solo
what about
drop.
the cat, the sorcerer's
And
cat?
Vader being
What
300
did that
on the
one drop
drop.
with?
That might be why he's gonna be.
What did that
alone.
one drop with the sorcerer's hat?
Huh?
With the hot dog.
I wasn't around for any of those, so I wouldn't know exactly.
Oh, have you been around for these? Because
The
I
hot
think you
dog.
missed all these drops. Because you didn't stack the last Star Wars comic, even though you guys make excuses that you tried.
I got 3 of them.
Look,
That's
you know
the
why
stack for
Veve
me.
is dropping them tomorrow at 12? So everyone can do it on their lunch break on the West Coast.
No, well,
so don't have any
people in-
excuses.
people in
Take your
Australia-
lunch break at 12 or whenever you can
When
and
the homie
snipe in the
Australia
market,
said
bro.
it'll be 5 a.m. for him. At
5 a.m.
drop. Yeah,
at 12?
for the lightsabers.
Damn, you're gonna be up early, mate. Make some coffee, and you'll be good. Wake up for that Howling
Staying
Commando.
up till
So-
1 a.m.
So are you gonna do the 2
But
a.m.?
The 5
for
a.m.
Oh no,
you
yeah,
gotta
1
wake up.
a.m.
Yeah, like if it's a.
Are you gonna stay
if
up
it's
for
an
the
8
Howling
a.m.
Commando?
That's just crazy.
Damn, that's crazy. Stay up, set your alarm, 4 hours of rest just to get this drop. Then you're gonna be like, yeah, playing with your fucking lightsaber and your.
What
little-
time will it be for you out there, Corey? And Ronnie, we don't know where you live on this planet, so we don't know the time zone for you either.
Also, we're filming from the phone if you weren't tuned in earlier. Although the audio isn't quite as good as it normally is, we hope you're enjoying the better quality video. we hope to bring better quality video and
We
audio.
hope it goes from
coming
1
up.
thumb up to 2 thumbs up.
Make sure you like and subscribe.
Yes,
Remember, we
please.
just do this for fun. We don't want to be like, we're not influencers. We don't give a fuck. That's what makes our show fun. And we're just doing this adventure. So thank you guys again for always tuning in and rocking with us. It's been fun, man. It's been a trip. And for being in a bear market and for being on this crazy ride that we're all on, this is one hell of a time. I've been tripping out. Things haven't been this fired up too for a minute. Like, we did have that little slow middle of the month. And
All right, so
he's
now I have a
delivering.
question for you then. At what point do you buy a second Wonder Woman?
To lower my average? I don't
Yeah.
know if I ever do. Fuck, I mean,
No, you do.
You gotta.
You
yeah,
got
I
it.
probably do.
You got it.
Even Barton Homers, that's
You
it's
got it. No,
more
but
than
even
halfway
that
down.
is yeah, but it's
No,
still
I bought 'em at
at
650,
a higher.
Yeah, it's 320.
Damn.
But
dude.
still, that's still 320. So it's like, but
Yeah, but he's
Wonder Woman was
still
at
halfway
160. So you know what I mean? I'm asking that because so we've been saying that we're gonna hold off, and we knew this was coming. That date, this date has been in everyone's calendar, and everyone knew.
We
about
literally
it, right?
talked about it for
I know
3
that's
weeks.
why. That's why. So my point is that
I tried
you
to
said
save
it right.
money.
Yeah, exactly.
I was accumulating gems,
but
and
you
then
got
I
the
went
S-
and
but you
bought.
got the SR, so that helped you.
I
out
went
either
and bought
way.
some comics, and I've been stacking
I got-
comics. Like, I've been doing to scratch the itch. I've just been stacking comics.
I picked up another Ultimate Fallout number 4. I have 5 of them now, and that brought my
Nice.
class songs. I got it for 40 gems, which is the lowest one that I have. The lowest one I had was like 88, and I was like, hell yeah, 88. I'm correcting my average.
So
now with
for you
40,
guys
I'm
who
like,
don't know,
shit.
if you buy something, say at $1,000 like I did, then you see it at another opportunity to buy it at say 250. Now my average price is gonna be between that 1,000 and 250, right? So the average is like
625.
whatever it may be, $600. So buying two actually helps your odds when you have it, because then you could let one go and better off your investment. So anyone who don't know that, that's really what.
Because you're trying to fucking add and subtract, and you
He
can't do
said
it.
math.
I don't know it off the fly. I mean, if you do, good for you. You
Didn't
fucking
off the
bitch.
fly. It was fucking.
Now, when I picked up the Deadpool FA comic ultra rare today for 73 $73 on that, and then I copped also the common for another 13 gems, which is beautiful.
Yeah, those are ridiculous.
I already stacked those, but yeah, I stacked them a lot
Yeah.
higher than you did.
I've been seeing them. I have some at 20 and shit. but
Right. No, but I
those
mean,
for
I bought.
13,
I got that one, the New Mutants '98 FA Deadpool. Like, I bought most of them at like $40, $50, but I got 12 of them.
Yeah,
I went pretty heavy.
I
in
have
that
6
stack.
of those, and the one that I got the highest
I-
is like sub 5% rare. The one where only he's in color, and like the 3 characters on color in color. Everything else is in black and white, which I like those.
I got 2 of those too. I stacked the New Mutants pretty.
You know what? But
pretty
the
hard.
Doctor Strange being a top 5 comic, that one is heavily underpriced if you are gonna stack one.
So then that'll
It's
tell you
like,
right there
dude,
too where the
even my
market's
ultra
at,
rare,
dude.
my ultra rare is still holding strong at like 120.
So like, what other top 5 comic like can even relate to that? They all dropped at a different time. I guess they had their time where they were struggling, but they're all holding a little better than that.
Yeah.
50s, 60s.
But they
level.
also had way more mints. That's what's crazy about it. They were, Amazing Spider-Man was 70,000 mints.
But that's because
Yeah,
people
Amazing
bought
Spider-Man
them at a
#1.
higher price, so they're less willing to sell. And that's one of the things when you do buy at a high price, like that dude who bought, the Deadpool off me, the Secret Rare, the Duck for $275. Like,
Of
I would
course, he's gonna
hope
hold
he's gonna hold it till it gets back to that level, and I have no doubt it will.
He sold it at 180, and he's like, fuck.
I hope not. I hope he didn't see the
You're gonna
lightsabers
watch.
and go, shit, I want to get these lightsabers now, and I blew my whole load on fucking
of course.
Deadpool Duck.
Hit you with my hand.
And now he's gonna go and sell it for $100 just so he could get one lightsaber. Like, I hope you don't do that. I feel a little bad, but I'm not gonna sell any of the stuff I'm down on. Hell no.
My Twitter handle, Corey, is Veve Benzos, BENZOZ
Type it in the chat,
11.
fool.
Type it in the chat, man.
Yeah, let me
Type it in the chat.
You can follow me too. I'm not very active on Twitter, more on IG, but it's at Viva Mezcal on IG. I do have a Twitter, but it's a repost of whatever I'm putting on IG. I just go in there and peruse, but I'm not active. I'm not a tweeter. How about you, Cisco? You're not on Twitter, are you?
No, so I'm really stoned. I was tweet some weird shit and see if I can get a like and be like, yeah, you get me.
You're still on MySpace, no?
Yeah.
What's your MySpace handle?
My MySpace is Tom's my friend. That's a Tell
Yeah.
my friend at MySpace.
You got Techno for Us.
Slash.
Remember Techno for Us?
I remember I never had it.
No.
Damn, where'd you win that? Oh fuck, they put that. How did it stay so low, Ronnie?
Damn, that's a
An
good one
auction.
right there. BB bands on
Damn.
Marvel Spotlight number
Fuck,
5.
I
So
need to
what?
go-
The Ghost Rider one?
I need to go on that. Fucking.
Number 10,000.
Yep.
Which one? The common or uncommon? Or
I don't know,
something
he didn't
like
say
that?
No, you put, but still.
$100. That's good, dude. That's dope. I never really mess with auctions. There's a lot of good deals in the market right now. I'm tempted to buy a bunch of stuff. I've been wanting to get because I had a Black Panther, the rare, and I sold it for 170 back when the market was, back where it was. And I think that sucker's gone down to like $52. The common Black Panther, $38. Like, I can't believe that. Even the Deadpool common, I haven't checked it out in a minute, but it was pretty damn low too. I'm like, damn, bro. Like, those are ones that, yeah, they have the potential to do what Spider-Man did this time.
At what point though? Like, at what point does so when the pumps happen, I know certain items they'll pump first, right, and then everything else kind of catches up or like tries to be. Oh, I can't sell it this low because look at everything else. People are actually paying for this.
Mhm.
But like, we entered in where shit was pretty high, and even like the grails were at 30K or this or like way up there. So it's like, man, you couldn't even sniff it if you look at it like, man, I'm not gonna buy that anytime soon at all. But now everything's so low, the sentiment's even low. Like, I don't know what Walt's at right now, but compared to before, so at what point does something how high does something have to go before it kind of has that trickle effect on everything else? Because that's where you have to really look at it, because if you're saying, oh, this is something I really wanted, that's the only exception for me. I really wanted for a long time, and now it's like within reach, maybe I'll consider dollar cost average, like trying to bring something that I feel I made a stupid purchase.
Yeah, I mean, and that just goes with your strategy, but we do have to bottom out at some point. Who knows how much lower it is? Like, we were talking about it last week, 30 to 50 more percent. Shit, some of the things already did that this week.
That's why. So it's paid. So
some of the shit went down even more. Like, MC number 1 was still hanging around $200.
And
170 was a
why-
buy. Now that thing was barely holding 100.
That's
dude,
why
like,
I'm saying we gotta swim
50%
with the waves
correction.
right now, and it might be hard, and you might fucking end up spending a little more than you have.
Not financial
than you have
advice.
available. But right now, like during these times when it goes lower, if it goes even lower,
not financial
you
advice.
gotta hold,
Not
you gotta
financial
hold
advice.
what you got, and if you can, then you gotta buy in on that even lower shit, because in the future when it pumps, and it will pump.
In the future, that's the main.
Yeah, that's it. And
Well,
like
like,
talk
if-
about patience, about holding strong, but if they hold true, and then by July,
Let
we
me
get
ask you this.
MTL,
Let me ask you this, man.
I think
let
that
me ask you this.
restores faith in Veve.
You have your whole collection, right? And say it's worth like
Yep.
$6,000. Let's just say right now, $6,000, $7,000. And then you hit a couple secret rares, these new ones, the lightsabers. Let's just say you go for 3, you hit three secret rares. They're all $1,000. Now you look at your whole collection, you're like, damn, 3 items right now are worth half of my collection, right? And then Walt drops down to like $8,000. And you're like, all right, would you sell all those items right then and there? The secret rares, everything you've collected, your accumulated wealth, and just put it all into Walt and start fresh? Or do you run with what you got?
No, I would not do that. That's fucking put.
He sells everything and then Walt
Let's
gets,
put in your
the floor
eggs
gets
all in
bought.
one basket. And then when Walt tanks, and just no, it's not smart to do that.
You think
It's
Walt
get-
will tank?
I don't
No,
think
it
that.
actually. Do you think people thought it would tank to what it is now? Look at the.
Is
look at
10
the-
G's a tank?
seven right now.
Is 7
Seven,
G's
yes.
a tank for something you paid
compared to what it
$300
was.
for?
The whole collection on the farm.
You
On
can't.
that, and
I never said. I just asked if you would.
Wait up. Let me explain. I said no, because that's ridiculous.
Okay.
Put all your eggs in
Final
one
answer,
basket that way.
no.
No, you
Yeah.
could just start brand new.
No.
Everything's cheap, and you just moved into the most successful, if not one of the, if not the most important and successful NFT
Yeah,
on the app.
I just wouldn't. Not
Just
everything.
saying.
That I don't think that's very smart.
I'll
at
see your
all.
scenario, and I'll raise you
I don't
another
like it.
scenario.
And that one
If-
has the
if you
longevity
did-
with it.
If you
But
did hit 3
if-
secret
compared
rares,
to what it was at the all-time high sale, not price what you seen on the market.
Which is
it
what?
was at? Yeah, that shit tanked. Pretty sure it's like past 20K maybe.
I think it was like 46, no?
46K, you see, like,
50,000
for it to go
shit.
down now to 7K,
People bought
that's
it
what I
at
mean.
that. Like,
You know,
buy that
that's
shit
what
at
I mean.
40K.
Obviously, yes, from 333 gems to 7K still come up. If you bought it on that drop day and got it there. Because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people who didn't buy it.
Of course it's a come up, dude. There's nothing in your portfolio right now that you got for that type of ratio except like a secret rare or something like that.
Of course.
You know?
But long
like,
term,
if
no,
I
would
could
not
put
sell all my
333
comics.
gems
Look,
into
this
this
is one
app
thing
and
too,
have
and wait,
8,000
and
from it,
hold on.
isn't that not how the hell is that tanking?
And wait up. You know, then this is one thing too, because my collection isn't just collectibles. I have a lot of comics. And so based on what he said, I was including comics. So no, fuck no. Because I believe the comic community.
All your comics combined aren't worth one wall, right?
Right now.
Right now, okay.
But to say that the secret rares and the ultra rare, my ultra rare, Doctor Strange, and all these other ones, when they pump, because the comic book community eventually will be on. How many years that takes, I don't know, but they eventually will be on the app. And I do not believe at the lower and all that shit. Like, no, there's certain mints that I have, you can't replace them. You could hope you could get a lower mint, but no, I don't believe that. And when people from the comic book community, which is already its own
someone with a wall
market,
right now could sell it and buy every comic you have with a better mint right now easily and still have money left over.
That could be debated. I don't know that shit.
No,
but look, my whole point is
no, that can't be debated. That's true.
You feel that
We're in a down market. Anyway, I was just curious. I'm just saying. Some people are making those type of decisions, and it may not be a bad decision.
You
when
ask
you think
stupid
about
questions, you get stupid answers.
it may not be a bad call if you think about it. If you were to say, hey, I'm moving it all, yeah, one basket, but then you just start brand new. But you were able to because at a time when it was up at 40,000, 50,000, you didn't have enough gems to get that.
And ultimately, the name of the game is to hodl and to be patient, and that is the best item to have in that game right there.
Right?
Well,
I mean,
yeah, it is.
And then just even now in a down market to say, hey, I could start brand new right now and buy. Wait. Right now, I could buy every top 10 comic and not spend the G. And if you look at your collection, you don't even have a
common, yeah.
Okay,
you couldn't do that with the. You couldn't do that with the secret rares.
Okay, but 6 months ago, if you jumped into the app,
you said how much though?
With less than $1,000. Now the top 10,
you can get a Wonder Woman for that.
This is Mr. Hindsight all over again. It's Mr. Hindsight.
It's not that.
Look, yeah,
it's not his
and also too, like
it's that certain things are right now in this lower market. Certain things are reachable that have never been reachable, and that temptation to get them. Although to him, you know, and I'm not mad at that. Hey, believe in what you bought, hodl, and that's great. I'm not saying you should sell it. I'm just saying that thing in your mind, like you have to ask yourself that. Here's something like the Walt that could potentially be worth $100,000, you know, and sure, these comics and certain stuff, they could pump, they could do all this, but damn, that one has already proven that it can go crazy, right? And now here it is dropping to levels, and right now the only things we're up on, for the most part, are not things we bought in the market, they're things we hit on a drop, like a secret rare. Those margins are still great. You know, even for me, $13 with that. You hit a secret rare, you know, or you hit the ultra rare, and it's nice, right?
Yeah, well, I would buy Walt.
That opportunity, but that opportunity with Walt has passed. What I'm saying is this: you can, it's real right now. If it keeps going lower, you could liquidate your collection, put in some extra money, and buy that thing that was once $50,000, right? I'm just saying you could, right? Then start brand new for even cheaper than when you first started and when things were up, when that thing was worth $50, 50,000. Everything else was super expensive as well. Then you can just play your luck with the new drops, such as the lightsaber. Now, for someone who comes in a year from now, fucking good luck. 2 years from now, when they jump on the app and they go, damn, you were here for the lightsaber drop? How was that? Like, we missed the golden moments. We missed all of that.
Whack, fuck the lightsaber.
Yeah, we're like, oh yeah, no one wanted to pay $60 for it. And damn, that's crazy. Like, now they got 20, they got 50 lightsabers, but everyone wants the Series 1.
One also
and
thing, though,
and you were lucky enough
when
to
that
get
comes
it.
to MCP as well. What about the benefits that brings with it? If you do all that, you sell all your
No, true,
sets, you
true.
sell everything.
No, you do.
And you lower it down to just one.
But those
wall
points
to
don't
make
last
it
forever.
as well,
They go away. You
know,
get them when you first start, but then they go away after I think a month or I think it was like, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but a month to 3 months, those points
they're
only last.
retroactive all the way to the day you got on.
Till they start, then they expire within a month. Read it. I read the article. It's like a month or 2 months. They do expire though. You don't got to keep them forever. So if you were and to start brand new, you could sell it all, only have one item, and then start stacking rares and all that. You're only accumulating those points for so long, and then it restarts. You refresh. I'm telling you, motherfucker, you gotta use them.
So basically, everyone's gonna start off with a huge ass.
And go for all the drops and use them up, and then when new users get onboarded and they start making their stacks, you know, you're still gonna get those points brand new for holding those items. You know what I mean? But if I held them for 5 days and then I sold, I still will get those points for the 5 days I held.
Yeah, just for those 5 days.
Right? And then let's just say I don't use those points. They refresh and then I have to keep holding it to reaccumulate those. It wouldn't be like, oh, I had a cigarette for 20 days and then those points are gonna be there for 2 years. I could decide when I want to use them.
I didn't mean
It's
it
like, no,
that.
you have to actively hold
You're
it.
holding them. That's
You know
why.
what I mean?
You're holding them.
It makes sense. It makes sense for them to expire. And then, you know, anyway, we'll see what MCP. There's no rush for MCP. We don't even have any of this other stuff. So you can't necessarily do it yet. It's dope that things have value and people want to use them even before it's here, because that's pretty dope. You know, and I think I saw it on Randy Chavez's live stream or on his update video, like Kobe Collects had a tweet, and he was saying like, look at all the things Veve's able to do, and it doesn't have a lot of the things that other projects have or the things it needs to really pump up, and it's still able to do these things. Like, dude, $4 million of sales tomorrow, they're gonna hit. We're gonna buy this shit up. There's
That's
gonna be
just the
huge.
second
That's
drop.
just the
And
Star
that's
Wars.
Yeah.
Not
and
even
that's
a comic.
that's why, and that's what. So probably after this weekend, from these drops, Veve will, you know, generate more money than Recur's entire marketplace and market cap has been able to do for the last 5 months. They'll do it in 5 days. Veve will do it in 5 days.
Recur's a joke.
That's ridiculous. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, just respect. Put some respect on Veve's name, bro.
No, but you know what?
Put some
They
respect
did do
on
that
it.
Top Gun shit. I actually like the little helmets that they gave with the ticket.
I didn't see any.
Yeah, they look kind of cool. But they did it different. So it wasn't on Recur, but it was powered by Recur. So that was the spin on it. That's why you didn't need to download the app. They had its own special website that
And then if you want to sell it, you would do it on
Paramount
Recur or what?
Pictures is the studio behind it. They're the ones running it, but it's powered by Recur, so that's how it went.
And also,
It wasn't
I don't know if
exactly
you
on
guys heard
Recur.
about this,
But
but
I believe you got
tomorrow-
an extra if you had a pass.
Tomorrow with
So
the-
if you had the Recur pass, you got 2 helmets instead of just one.
Stupid, because you only have one head. It don't make no damn sense. But you know what else? I don't know if you guys heard, but the Nick Fury comic, there's gonna be 10 editions where he's black, and if you get that
This
one,
was so stupid.
if you get that one, ooh,
I know no one wanted like.
trade that shit for
I was
a
like,
wall.
that ain't Nick Fury. I saw people say like,
Exactly.
who's this fake ass
Exactly.
Nick Fury? Nick Fury. And I'm like, well, they about Samuel Jackson. That fool gangs
I've
as
been
fuck.
Nick Fury for like 20 years and shit.
Dude, Samuel's like the most continuous. We've been getting some sick ass comics. Dude, like even Cable, the Cable FA, people are sleeping on that one. I'm like, Cable's pretty popular, bro. And I don't know, like they're doing the X-Men 97. They're bringing it
They're
back.
gonna use Cable.
And
in
the Cable's
MCU.
gonna be like-
they're gonna use them.
I think he's gonna be there because
They're
if
gonna
I
bring
remember,
the
from when I
Deadpool
remember being a
universe,
kid,
so-
Cable was popular. Like, and he didn't come out in a gang of episodes, but the ones
The
he
episodes
did,
were
everyone
lit as
loved
fuck.
them.
Yeah,
fool.
they
Like
were
when we were little
sick.
kids, like
Mhm.
people loved Cable. So I'm like, I don't know. To see his FA, and I even kind of slept on it. I still picked up a few editions, but I was like it kind of was just like, like I can't believe this one's that slept on. I thought Cable was doper than this. Hey, did you ever pack that bowl or what?
I left it over there. Ain't your Serbia?
I'm curious to see. I do think we get a drop on the 31st though, to end the month.
This
video looks
so much better than my
It might not be the Star Wars one, but
We'll
we
see.
get a drop.
Because there's always the possibility
For sure.
for the holidays for the USPS to put out a stamp too. So
And
that's
then
Monday.
we're going to Decon
It's like-
the following Saturday. So you
Oh
know
yeah,
we're
we'll
gonna
be
get
there, baby.
decon. I'm sorry, the decon kickoff party. But yeah, it's gonna be dope. We'll be there. VV Bros will be there in full effect.
Stop hitting the table.
If you guys are gonna be there, just come say what's up.
I don't know.
And hopefully there's some type of airdrop or some shit or. No, I don't. The new artist they're promoting, I forget his name, and since my phone's right here on YouTube, I can't go check Twitter. But his art is pretty dope. It's just pretty sick. I think he's one of the main artists coming on.
All of it should be dope. Everything's gonna keep going in order, like no matter what the FUD is, no matter where we're at. So it's like everyone's been looking forward to this drop tomorrow. We'll see how the whole community feels about it after they get theirs. Everyone's gonna be like, "That's awesome! You got that one. I got this one." And it's gonna be super positive as far as that goes because of all the additions. And with the FUD of people who are like, I'm gonna wait for it after. Shit. All right, cool. I hope so. Hope so. And if it does go under, I'll have some gens to bring and scoop some up that are under then and capitalize on that because as soon as the convention happens on Friday too, I do believe that we are right when it comes to it pumping because of that. For the Star Wars heads, for the people who really, really care. Like, it's gonna be dope, man.
Someone new in the market, they're not gonna know that we're down.
Someone in the market, they're not gonna know that we're down. Like, they're not. I know, I'm letting people, I'm talking in the mic, this is Mickey speaking.
And they're gonna say, hey,
They're come in and
this is
say,
how much shit
hey,
costs. Like,
Reading
Yes.
a
Yes,
tweet.
exactly.
Reading a tweet.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, let me retweet some dude on Twitter. He's like, if the lightsaber edition size is a worry for you, look at it this way. There's millions of Star Wars fans, and only 19,000 of them will ever own a Skywalker saber.
Yep.
And
some of them are
if
like,
you get 2, or if you get 3 commons,
yeah.
it's still Luke Skywalker's fucking saber, or Yoda's saber. Even if you hit the common on this drop, that's what's beautiful about this one.
Yeah, there are no losers.
You know, at that point,
Exactly.
you gotta drive that one home. Yeah, there's no losers on this
Exactly.
drop. You're not disappointed, which I kind of felt about the Deadpool one, except for Lady Deadpool. She was kind of like, the kind of the whack one of it. But
All of them are dope.
Deadpool, if you got common, it was like hell yeah.
Unless they cast like a super like dope woman to play her in the next one.
Super dope woman to play. Who knows who it would be? It could be free.
If they do Wanda Wilson in the next Deadpool and she makes an appearance, and then that one pumps. But come on, dude, I bought Mighty Marvels for $70. I bought the rare Human Torch for $210, and not in January. This is like in fucking like February. $210. That thing's sitting at like $30 right now. And Mr. Fantastic, I was buying him at $30 and flipping him for $70. And now that dude's down to like $13.
He got murked like nothing, he ain't even strong.
Bro, I know. I hate how they did Mr. Fantastic in the thing, dude. Spoiler alert, we talked about it last week. That shit, I keep watching it. Pops up on my YouTube. He gets destroyed. So the smartest man on earth, and he gets killed like this. It's so stupid.
Man. Well, yeah, he wasn't smart enough to not fuck with Wanda. That's his problem. He thought he had it under control.
They all did. They underestimated her, and they paid for it.
Either way. Either way. Like I said,
Man, tomorrow is just gonna be too crazy. We're right here waiting for 12, waiting for noon over here on the West Coast. Just waiting. I already know I'm gonna go take a break at work, dip out, isolate myself, just be right there waiting. Fuck. Make sure you upload your gems.
I might have to go live. Oh no, I use my phone. Damn. I guess I could use my computer and go live. And
during the drop?
During the drop, see what I get.
Hope you shake glitches.
I want secret rare, baby. 2 lightsabers for the price of 1. Come on. That's gonna be dope.
Yeah, we'll see how it all plays out too.
Yeah, this shit's fucking sick. See, people, that price is ridiculous. 30 gems would be acceptable, but 60 is a joke. See, people are just funny, dude.
Really? Animated with sound?
All of them, every single one animated, and yeah, it's gonna, and they're not just animated with sound. They fucking they come out, you know. So it's like they're not just freaking.
Oh really? They're gonna pop.
And the videos is what it was on IG. It showed all of them popping out as that thing. Like that's just dope. Like anyone who's hating on it, then fine, hate on it. Go ahead.
And they fucking they photoshopped the recur necklace over Alfred Khan at this convention.
Well, Ronnie's in Fontana, right? We're second shift. Well, next Saturday, Ronnie, we're gonna be at the decon. What's it called? What'd you say? Decon what?
It's the
Street party?
kickoff party.
Kickoff party.
Yep.
Kickoff party in Glendale, kind of far
Hey,
from
we gotta get a
Fontana.
picture with David U and get him to sign.
Try to make it out.
I'm gonna take a picture of him whether he likes
Get
it or
on
not.
on the pad.
Yeah, try to
Hey,
make
okay,
it down there if
interview
you could. It's next Saturday.
Alright,
June
Ronnie,
4th,
what's
so
up? We
it
appreciate that.
should be dope.
What?
The decon party.
Oh, I know I got a +2. I'm gonna tell that. Be like, what's up, go me. See what we do. And she'll be like, this is stupid. I don't care. Go ahead and do your podcast.
I didn't buy it. I got 2 tickets too though.
Yeah, for sure. You let me take 2.
To see if anyone wants to roll.
I'm gonna just try to sell it to someone else who's trying to get in.
You wanna roll up?
You wanna go? You
Roll
know?
themselves.
We got you, Ronnie. You need a
To the
ticket.
BB
Roll
fam.
up.
Dude, I'm pumped up.
Roll up, Ronnie. We got you.
This is beautiful.
I got a +1.
We're halfway through the year. See how this goes. Who's your +1, Mickey?
Not halfway through.
I don't know. I might take Celeste and the baby. We'll see.
Yeah, almost
She goes and
halfway
visits
through.
her family, so I don't know if she's gonna be down. I don't know if she'll see how cool it is. But we'll be there on the spot, and I'll be there with my camera, and we're gonna interview David U, and we're not gonna take no for an answer. I'll tell you guys that right now. We're gonna interview David U. We're gonna interview everyone from the VV team.
Dude, I'll text him right now. Just
I don't care if I'm gonna have to interview some dude in the parking lot like barely met. We're just gonna be interviewing people, and we're gonna really be going at the FUD.
All I gotta say is Mike.
We're gonna make shirts that say "fuck FUD."
If you make the trip, just watch your back, man. He might say he's cool with you, but I don't know, man. I just don't know. I
love my collectibles, dude. I'll interview him, take a picture with
I'm
him.
just kidding.
I'll tell him to stop pumping his own bags. And
You will
it'll be
not
cool.
tell me.
I will. I'll be like, look, dude, that ultra rare, the one you bought for how much?
Which one? What ultra?
The New Mutants, 98.
Oh, $73.
73, dude. He was pumping that one savage. Back at like 130, 140, pumped it to like 210, 220. Talks like, oh, everyone gotta get this one. This is a great one, blah, blah, blah. Then I see him right there listening at 180, 170, and now look at it, down 70. I'll never do that to you guys, my friends. Just know that. Know that VV Mezcal ain't gonna do that to you. I'm not gonna tell you what to buy just so I can sell it to you. I'm gonna sell it to these chumps at the convention.
Ronnie went to decon last year.
And did they do an airdrop for him, or did he have anything?
Did you get anything last
Said he
year,
met
Ronnie?
Trevor and Reese at Decon last year.
Nice.
And Noah, the VV Discord dude. I honestly, Discord has my ass lost. I don't really know how to use it. I got it.
I get notifications all the time.
Shit, but I'm totally lost in that shit.
Yeah, no, it's like
I need someone to explain that to me.
Evie just tweeted something. Like I know I got
their.
their tweet.
Yeah.
Like yes. No, like this asshole said last time. My sentence was, we have Twitter. We don't have Twitter, we know. Mister, I don't use it very much. Fucking talking shit though. But yeah, this fucking asshole.
Took you guys
here.
forever to respond
see
to the
the
lightsabers
finger.
when I sent them. All that work, I was all pumped up.
Are you guys seeing this?
Shit.
Yeah, I saw it afterwards. We knew something was coming. You guys had already predicted. You said it was going to be that. Like, now
Yeah,
it's
you gave
all
away
strategy
Americana.
plays out.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you this,
Gave 'em
Mr.
away.
Strategy 101 over there, fucking middle finger up. He was like, oh,
Did you have one of those, Ronnie?
baby? And then he spent $250 on the Thor drop. We didn't talk about that, did we? Last week? Was that after last week's episode?
Actual stores, I should have just waited a little bit.
Yep.
I mean,
Guess what
it's like
Siskel
2
is.
gems each, so I guess it's like 10 gems. And gems are precious, but still.
What happens if I spill
VIP
a beer on
bags
the
too,
audio?
alright. I'm pumped up for decon. I don't know, I might fuck around and go to that Star Wars convention this weekend. I might just get that pumped up. Let's see how many I get. Tell me
Which one?
how many lightsabers I get, and I get pumped up and just go to that convention.
How many are you trying to go for?
As many as I can.
You're gonna upload gems before?
Yeah.
So how much gems are you
I'm
gonna
gonna upload 240.
Remember when I told these guys I
So I
should
could go
sell
for
my
4.
Moon Knight FA comic for $700 and you said don't?
What?
My Moon Knight
The secret
Yeah.
Werewolf by Night Secret Rare?
Yeah,
And I
of
said I'll
course.
sell it for $650, $700.
Yeah.
And I said I was thinking about it and just holding it
Yeah.
until we get the drops.
Mhm.
And you said don't, because it'll be
Yep.
desperate.
Mhm.
And guess where it's at right now?
What?
What? $3.99.
Well, you fucked up because that wasn't financial
350.
advice. That was just us talking.
Well,
and you fucking
that shit was already a down market. It's still
So I'm gonna tell you a little story. I was saving money for this drop, and then they dropped Thor. And so I clicked the buy now on Thor,
Told
and
us
I
the
get
story
one,
last week.
and then I get another one,
Yeah,
and
my
then
bad,
I get
I'm
another
really-
one, and then I get
I'm
another
sorry, I know
one,
you
and
heard
then
the
I get
story.
another
Go ahead.
one. Well, you said it. We talked about it. Yes, I
Yes,
spent
we did talk about
$250 on Thor. I fucked up. The buy now button won. I just was tempted, But
You
I didn't
also
sell
said
on the
that.
retail. I'm holding. I believe those stores are gonna
Reason
pump.
to revisit Passion Homes, we've already revisited it for you.
I'm hurt.
How much you pay for Wonder Woman?
$135. Oh yeah, how much you pay for your
Oh, they
Wonder
handed out
Woman?
BB
bitch?
Oh, they handed out
Which one?
BB shirts.
Which one?
All right.
For you got a Wonder Woman?
Yeah, the sexy one.
Yeah, you got 4 of them.
How much did you pay?
Sick, dude.
Like 40.
He got 4 VB shirts?
4 BB shirts. That's it.
Let's go this weekend. Fuck it. Let's just go this weekend to Star Wars, and then next weekend they see us again, and it'll be on and popping. And we interview David Yu.
I'm down. Just gotta get some.
And we ask him, is
Yeah.
BB a rug pull? Right to his face. BB a rug pull?
Is BB a rug pull?
No.
Who
fuck is
can
this
who can
guy?
imitate Gary Vee the best, and then just go and interview David Yu in a Gary Vee voice and be like, "Are these real NFTs?
Are these real NFTs? You know, first off, you know, fuck your parents. Don't listen to them, because these are really, you know. I know I don't do a good Gary Vee. Sorry. Gonna brush up on my Gary Vee.
Man.
I can't imitate people. That's how we ended up the show last week with me imitating that dude who sold off, and I got flagged by
Emotional damage.
the, you know, political correct police, because apparently you can't have fun anymore
That's just
You can't."
in America. Anyway, nah, but on some real shit, we're gonna be there in the mix. We're gonna represent this show, and we're gonna keep doing our thing. I don't know. I might be down to go to Star Wars. Fuck it, let's get some tickets. How much were they? Like 40, 50 bucks?
All right, so then before we go there, what do you think the last two, if we're getting 2 more drops? is
Well,
gonna
a
be?
golden moment for sure. I don't know if it's Vader, but a golden moment
The
for
Star
sure.
Wars golden
Star
moment.
So I
Wars
think
golden
that tweet
moment.
from
What
David
else?
Yu is just right in your face. There's nothing else
And what else?
to interpret.
I thought like a card, but obviously they have comics in the back pocket. But that'll probably be the only comic we get after that. But I'm thinking like a card. Why not do some lenticular cards or some type of card? Like,
Dude, they
because I
dropped
look
the
at
second
that.
set of lenticulars.
Not lenticulars where they move, but just card like posters. And they do one of Vader, and they do one of Luke, and just all of it tied in with the Obi-Wan series and stuff like that. Because when that David Yu, the April AMA or update, you know, their State of the Union, State of Veve, he had the lightsaber there. He had the little statue of Vader. He had Star Wars comic #1, and he had a photo framed of Vader. That was like a poster-like or card-like photo. And who knows, you know, maybe he laid it all out right there. You
And he
know,
also had Pikachu there, the bottom corner.
in the bottom corner. A Pikachu.
Will it be
Pokemon card?
solely
Yep.
I know. I
related
saw
to
that
the
too.
show?
So then what? We get Pikachu, Darth Vader, or what? Is that what you're saying, Ben?
Yeah. Pikachu kills Darth Vader with a thunderbolt.
Darth Vader would just turn that into the Force and just shock Pikachu.
Pikachu got down with Mewtwo for a fight with Darth Vader.
Pikachu got bitch slapped by Mewtwo, alright? Let's not forget that. Mewtwo takes no
yeah, I
prisoners.
mean, maybe Pokemon's next one. Who knows? Purely speculative.
Who knows? They
The
still
weapons
got
behind it
big
besides
brands
the
in there.
card.
If they did Harry Potter, there'd be a
But
bunch
there's
of
this
Harry Potter
convention
people.
right now in Vegas where Recurge pump the main IP they're pumping that they keep showing.
Those
on
Teenage
Vegas.
Mutant Ninja Turtles?
No, Hello Kitty. That's the one.
That's
they
a big
keep
one, man.
showing, you know.
Honestly,
That's
if they
the
draw
one that
Hello
they
Kitty
pump.
and it looks dope, like that'll be worth it. For me to be a pass holder and to jump in and get it a little early or whatever it is, that'd be cool.
So what are exactly the perks of that pass? What's the point of it?
It is kind of
If
dumb.
other
Like,
people can buy in and they don't need the pass.
I don't know. I think you get it if it's not like 30 minutes before the drop or something. Like you have access to it, or I don't know. They haven't dropped anything that's really been intriguing to me. The Star Trek thing was cool, but I was like, I don't have $300, however much it was. And then they recently did what else? Oh, the Top Gun. I haven't even looked into that one.
Well, no,
Um,
the Top Gun was through the
Through the
movie.
AMC.
Through
They
AMC,
just-
yeah.
But yeah, and then someone asked them, so if I buy 4 tickets, will I get 4 NFTs in it? They literally replied to them, it depends on the theater you go to. So I'm like, so AMC's kind of, it's through AMC. AMC's the one that's in charge of, like, I guess, distributing them and how they fucking get them out. So, I mean, it's a little different. Compared to this Jurassic Park one, you get, for every ticket you purchase, you get an NFT code.
And you already got yours?
Unique code.
You got-
Not till after they're gonna send us the code a week
I
after the movie.
never picked them. I slept on that one, the Jurassic Park one.
It was only $28.
cheaper than the lightsabers drop.
Shit, and yeah,
What you gonna name? They're
I
gonna
am
give-
Corey.
they're
I'm
gonna
gonna
give us
try to
four.
watch the
Jurassic
Obi-Wan
Park,
series
okay.
this weekend. That
Well,
way
it's
I
just
don't get-
episode 1 and 2,
that
no?
way, yeah, they're dropping 2.
They usually
so
just give you the first 2.
hopefully, before the spoilers come out, because fuck that. I think it's gonna be epic. People are gonna be posting shit left and right.
Friday, that's all I'm doing. Friday morning, I'm waking up, I'm watching Obi-Wan. That's just, I'm gonna spoil it for you fools while you guys are at work.
Fake ass fool.
I'll
I'm
be
watching shit
you on your
Thursday
shit.
at midnight, 12:01.
They don't drop it at midnight.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, they
I
do.
don't know shit about
I'll watch it
streaming.
on my phone at work.
I'll watch it while I play with my lightsaber Thursday night, which is tomorrow night.
Yep, exactly. Exactly.
I'm
Next week we
excited.
promise to have
I'm
some type of
excited.
prompt.
I'm excited.
Point.
Good luck out
Yes,
there.
sir.
We're pumped up, dude. Honestly,
Shout out to you
like,
guys.
man, it's gonna be dope. It's gonna
He
be epic.
just
A lot of
tweeted.
excitement.
Vivi just
No,
tweeted.
and one thing too.
Fuck Vivi Mezcal's on Twitter.
They love me.
SW,
They love me.
SW,
I
swim with
guarantee-
the whales, buy what you could,
I guarantee.
indulge on these
I
prices.
hit a secret rare. I
Go.
guarantee it. I'm gonna hit a secret rare tomorrow to prove to these
On
suckers
your phone or on
that
Celeste's
Vivi
phone? On Jess's
loves
phone.
me. I'm going only on my phone. I ain't letting them have none of these. Nah, I'll probably go for one on Celeste's phone too.
I'll go for as many as I can. As many as I can.
If you have a girlfriend or a friend who can download the app tomorrow, I highly recommend it. I think I'm gonna do a video tomorrow too, just letting people know. I wanted to do it today. But this is one of those special moments, dude. Tell one of your friends, tell them, download the app, check this shit out.
Have you
get
went
this
to the
stuff,
drop
'cause
page
it's really
for the
cool.
lightsabers? Do you notice that the layout kind of went back to the one it was before? Do you think they're trying to do a psych out? Because you know how it was a little different and the buy now button was popping out something, but the page was a little different. The setup, the format of it.
Right.
Now it looks like the original format where you could just do the space gate.
Right.
So
I don't think that'll matter. I
Right there,
think no
like-
matter what, they'll
Just be
probably
aware,
take
yeah.
a second or two to sell out because there are a lot of editions. And even the comic, dude, the comic was 44,000. The comic, you guys got one, right? So what
yeah, but my coworker got 2. He was able.
I was
to
able
get
to.
My shit just
I was
lagging.
watching BB Ball. He got
See,
two.
my phone was just slow that morning.
Oh no, he
It
actually got
sucked.
one. No, on the second one to get the buy now, it lagged. You know, the system got overwhelmed. So we could see that tomorrow. We get one, we click out, we go to get 2, and it lags. We go to get 3, and it's sold out. And you're lucky if you got 3.
Mhm.
You know, it could be that, or you're lucky if you got 1 or 2. Most fools just got 1. Some people got 2. You know, who knows? I'm gonna have at least enough to go for 3, and then probably a couple extra hundred for the aftermarket to see if fools slip up and underpriced, which I really do think like the rare and the ultra rare have a chance to get underpriced. You know, the common's gonna, I think you'll see undercutters, but people are just firmly gonna come out. I just can't see you going for this drop at $60, getting this item, it being dope as hell, and just like you immediately listing for $30. Like I think people will at least start at 60 at listing. Those will get bought up, and fools will just settle at 100 and just say fuck it, 100 and wait undercutters
People
of that.
selling before they even hear the zzz on it and shit. They don't even button on it to fucking play with it.
We could see them get sold and then like have very little listings, even as they get delivered, and people just hold them and wait and see what happens, and they kind of sit at a good amount.
Good luck to all you out there. Good luck.
Yeah,
Good luck on the drop, guys. Let us know how you guys do. Let us know the results.
Secret rares. Hope you're pumped up next week when you tune in and you're ready. Like I hit a fucking secret rare, triple
Hope you
digit.
do.
lightsaber fight. next
Secret
week.
rares for us.
Let's go. Everybody
We gonna
wins.
hit it.
Live.
Once again, Veve Mezcal,
Tune in,
Funk
guys.
Vision
Thanks for
32.
tuning in.
Benzo's right
Benzo's
here.
11.
See y'all.
See you guys. Good luck tomorrow, man.
Peace, y'all.
Peace, y'all.
Boom, boom, boom. 4 months.